In this video, we'll see how to develop and deploy a complete e-commerce application with the help of AI. This is the demo of what we are going to develop in this video. You can see we are having a homepage with the list of all the products, and we are having the pagination here. It's a pretty neat and default design. You can work on this design later on, and you can go to this view details page, and we are having buy now with Stripe. You can also change the quantity. You're also having order history page with this order history details here. And if you could just go to this details and click on buy now, it will take you to the Stripe checkout page. You can complete the payment here. It's a sandbox account right now. And if you change the quantity, if you go back, it will show a payment failed page. Okay. Go back to product and you can just add more quantity and try to buy now. And you can see the quantity changes here. See, so everything is working fine. And we also have the webhook added properly. And you also have login and a register here. So you can see that here. So this is a pretty working demo. Everything is working. You can work more on this UI part. So we have kept it simple, and that's why it is not too attractive. But you can work on the UI and make it much better. So this will be what we are going to develop in this video. And we'll be using AI agents for this. So this will make much easier and will not be most probably touching the code. We will try to make Claude or any other AI agents do the work. Let's get started with the video. This video is sponsored by Cloudways. More on them on later part of the video. We'll need PHP and Composer installed on the system. If you don't have those installed, simply check out DevKit by CodeCC. I'll give the link for this on the description. Simply come here and click on download, and you can download for Windows and Linux. And you'll have everything required for PHP development set up and ready to go. Once you have set up your PHP development environment, you can choose your AI agent. We'll be going with Cloud Code. You can use Codex or Gemini CLI. You can choose whatever you want, but we'll be going with Cloud Code. Let's create a new Laravel application. Laravel new and the name of the application. You can set anything and hit enter. You can select none for now. And let's select the default one. Here we can select MySQL. And if you want to run the migrations right now, you will have to turn on the MySQL. For that, let's start DevKit. I'll be using DevKit. You can use any tool. If you're using SAMP or anything like that, you can use that. So we'll be using DevKit, and let's click on Start All, and that will start MySQL, which is MariaDB we are using, and we'll have Nginx. Okay, now we have MySQL running. You just need MySQL running, okay. All those are not required. So you can type yes here. Default is yes and hit enter. Now that will create the table database, and then it will migrate the tables. So let's wait for this to complete. I will not be using any node features right now. So let's type no here and hit enter. So that's it. So now our Laravel application is created. You can see the folder created on the desktop here. What we have to do next is to open up this folder in an IDE. So I have opened the project folder inside PHP Storm. You can use any IDE. That is totally fine. We'll not be like doing a lot of manual coding. We'll be using Cloud Code. So it's going to be quick and easy. Let's see. First thing that we need to do is we need to create a .md file. So let's create a file and name it cloud.md. So let's create this file. And here you can specify what your project is going to be. So you can simply say what it is. So I will quickly describe what we are going to develop in short messages. And then we can make Cloud itself to like make it descriptive and proper. And then we'll proceed with the development just by using Cloud itself. Okay. And we'll be like monitoring all the changes and seeing if it is going on the right direction. So that is the main thing. So the development part will be quick and easy using Cloud. If you're using any other AI agents, the results that you will be getting will differ. And after development, we'll see how to deploy this properly to a cloud. I have created my cloud.md file. You can see. So the project will be a simple Laravel e-commerce application. You will be using MySQL, and we have asked Cloud to keep in mind these. And then we are simply creating a home page that displays the list of the products. You can see that here with pagination. I have described the project in detail. You can see that here. And on clicking buy now, it will take you to the payment page. I have described that later on. And we'll be having a history page and a login page, registration page, and error pages for error and success. Okay, there's a success page as well. Okay, and then for database tables, we'll be having 3 tables for now. That is products, users, and the purchases. And then we'll be having the payment flow. That is this one. We'll be having a webhook and a symbol Stripe hosted payment page. So these things will make it much easier for the Claude to implement it fully. So that's why we are going with a simple approach first. If you want to like keep on adding, it will be okay. You can do it. Just keep in mind what Claude is doing. So eventually things could get messier as well. But just keep in mind and check what Claude is doing and it will perfectly work. So this one, Claude could easily build this one. So let's see what it does. So I have added some notes in the bottom regarding the styling using Bootstrap and also how to approach it. First create the migrations and then like this order. Okay, so that it will not make a lot of mistakes. If the migration files are done, mostly everything is done. Other things are like not that difficult when it comes to like e-commerce applications because it's wildly built and you could get a lot of code online. So Claude could easily build this one. Let's just launch Claude. I'm using PHP Storm, so I could do this. If you are not using PHP Storm, you can simply open up the terminal and go to your project folder and type Claude and Claude will open. So you have to set up Claude first of all. You simply have to install npm node and then simply type npm require code. You can go to Claude Code website and you can simply copy paste and install that. After that, you will get this command throughout your system and you can call Claude or whatever AI agent that you are going to use. Okay. And then you have to, of course, trust this. So yes, I trust this folder and type yes. Okay. That's it. Now Claude is open. Now by default, Claude will detect this Claude.md file. So let's give Claude to check Claude.md file and proceed with the development. So now I have simply given a simple prompt here. Our main prompt is here. You can see that. We are going to give this to Claude. So Claude will be checking this file and will proceed with the development. So you can simply click on this and you can see in Claude.md file. Okay. So that is the file that it will be checking and all. If you want to select that, you can select the lines as well. Okay, simply select that and you can see the lines are selected. And you can turn on thinking mode on, so it will think longer. See, tab to toggle on and off. The shortcuts will be differing from system to system or like IDE to IDE. It differs. I mainly use Linux and Windows, so it differs. So if it doesn't change, you can use tab to toggle. See this? Okay. And you can now simply click enter and that will take in the selected lines from this and it will proceed with that. So let's wait for what Claude brings in. So right now it will ask for your permission to proceed. So there is no problems in that. So let's wait for this to complete. So now Claude has made this plan based on our MD file. You can see this. Okay. So you can quickly go through this route controllers, details page, order history, login success page. Okay. These looks fine. Okay. And so it is asking you to whether allow it to like create the migration file now, run these commands. So let's type yes. Okay. If you want to run Claude by skipping all this permission, you can use -- skip dangerously skip permissions. Right now we are running it like this, so let's go like this. You can give it yes, allow all edits during this section, so that will do one thing. So you can see switching between the cycles, you can type alt M, so that will you can switch between these accept edits, plan mode, and this shortcut, etc. Here it is asking you to run this command. So let's allow it to run this command. So don't ask again. So it will run this PHP artisan command in this project without asking us. Okay. So here you can see Claude has done this much in the to-dos. It is waiting on this login because it is asking me to uh, install this Laravel Breeze. I would prefer a custom approach rather than using Breach because much simpler. Let's use custom approach. For you can see if you scroll to top, you can see what changes Claude made. This to do will remain in the bottom. You might have a completely different UI with Claude, so that is fine. Most probably, this simple project won't be giving you any error, so it should work. And for this one, we can type no and tell Claude what to do differently. So let's ask Claude to use a custom simple login and registration page. So simply give this prompt and hit enter, and that should change the direction that it is going. So it should just use a custom way rather than using Laravel Breeze. So you can see create custom login. See, I changed it. Okay. So you might not get this exact changes like what I'm getting right now, but you should get almost correct results if you're using Claude. With each AI agents, you will be having different results, and it will change. Mostly, it is fine. These kind of e-commerce applications, I think most of them will be able to handle right now. So now it is asking you to install Stripe SDK. So that is required. You have to type yes for that. Okay. And that will install the Stripe PHP SDK. And then you might also get one more for installing APIs. Laravel APIs is not enabled by default on a fresh install. So that you might get a question for that. But it is a PHP artisan command. So we already enabled artisan commands automatically run. So it might have automatically installed APIs. So let's just check that. You can go to this route section, and if you're having APIs, okay. So you're having APIs. So that it should have installed APIs automatically. So let's go back here, and now we are at this. Okay, it will add the configurations and the .env. Let's wait for this. So now you can see the to-do list of Claude has been completed. You can see that here. So it might be creating a summary right now. So you'll get a summary. So let's wait for the summary. Okay, you can see that here. Okay, this is the summary. So what it does, it created the tables, of course, and then models and controllers, these much, and routes, added these routes. Okay, and webhook API side, that is fine. Also have these layouts added with Bootstrap 5. Okay, it had checked for security, and as we mentioned earlier, so that is also done. But you have to definitely recheck these. So if you are doing this as a serious project, make sure that you definitely validate all the changes that Claude does. Don't simply go blinded. It could make mistakes, but most probably with such small projects, you could get it working. Okay, so yes, check out integration. Okay, this is fine. Automatic store detection, that was not required, but it is fine. Okay, it is good to have. We didn't ask it to implement, but it did add it. Okay, but that is a basic requirement when it comes to an e-commerce also. Okay, so these things are fine. So if you want to like get a better like result, I will recommend you to like create these migrations files by yourself. Okay, so once you have like set your own tables, Claude will have to like go on that direction itself. Like images, if you don't want images, you could just create a table without images. So Claude will not include images. So just set your own migration tables, migration files here, and then just ask Claude to check your migrations and proceed accordingly. So that will like remove a lot more mistakes that Claude could come across if it is doing a project like this. So that is done. Now we have to go to the env and add our credentials. That's it, and try running this one. So for the Stripe account, you simply have to create a sandbox account, and then you will get a dashboard like this, new one. And then you can copy the secret key. And with the webhook secret, you will have to host the app first, then get the URL. Then you have to add it to the webhook. Then only you will get this webhook secret. So for that, we have to host it first. So if you don't have this API keys here, you can simply go to this developers option here, and here it is. Okay. So API keys, you can get it from here. Okay. You can use the standard keys here. That is fine. Now, webhook setup, you have to do it here. So simply come to this webhook section here and create an event destination and give the endpoint URL, and you will get, when you add it, you will get this secret and all. So we'll do that later on. So that's it. Very simple. Get your API key. That is this secret key, not the publishable key. Get the secret key from here, copy it, and you simply have to paste it here. That's all. So once you add the Stripe secret key on your env, you are good to go. Now we can try running this. Let's close this empty file. Now you are good to run this and try if everything is working. So by default, Claude should have run this migrations. So we can check that out. So for that, we'll be using DevKit, and here we have MySQL and Nginx and this PHP CGI running. In Windows, we use PHP CGI and Nginx. So let's click on this admin, and that should take us to the PHP MyAdmin panel. So simply type root here and click on login. That's it. Password is empty. Here we have our database, that is this one, e-commerce, and you can see all the migrations are done here. So you can see users table, everything is here, purchases, products. Yes, everything is set. Okay. So you can simply run the project and it should work. So let's open up the terminal and let's open a new one. And here you can type PHP artisan serve and hit enter. Okay, that opened the server. You can see this warning. That is totally fine. That is from the new Laravel update. If you go to this env, you can simply comment out this one. Okay, see this one? Just comment this on, and that warning will be gone. Okay, simple. So you can just try closing the server again and try running once more. Now you can see there is no errors. That's not a big problem. If you just use this key along with this serve, this one will be like going. That's not a issue. That's just a warning. You can ignore it or just do what I did right now. Okay, now the project is running. Just click on this URL, and this is the app that Claude just built right now. You can see login, register, home. Everything is working, but the UI is not that appealing right now. Okay, so that we could fix it. Okay, so first of all, we have to have some data, and then only we could move forward. So let's add some data. So for that, you can come to Claude here, and let's ask Claude to like seed it with some sample product details and use some working sample images. Okay, so that is very important. It might fetch up some old not working URLs. So that is something you should be checking. So let's ask it to seed with some data. So now I have simply asked the Claude to like add some sample data. It should add it without any problem. That won't be a big issue. So let Claude add it. By that time, we could try checking out the login and registration feature. So let's go to register. Let's fill up the details. Could CC and okay, you can use this one. And password, let's set it like, click on register. Okay, so that is registered. Okay, you can see Claude is trying to seed the sample data. And of course, as I told you, images are not working properly. Maybe let's check what is happening. Okay, so login is successful. Account is created successfully. And now you can see order history here. So order history is here, and you can see the home page here. So let's check the order history once more. And okay, we are getting an error here. That's why it took some time to load. Okay, so that is a middleware not found. Syntax is correct. Okay, that's because we are using latest Laravel, and we have to use it on routes. So let's do that. We can fix that. So now everything else is properly working. Okay, so let's go back to Claude. You can either just copy this one and give it to Claude, and Claude could fix it most probably. But I will show you how to fix it. So basically you would just come to the controller that is here inside. I think it is purchases. Okay, here. You can just remove this one and you can go to this route here. And okay, we are already having a middleware here. So that is enough. Check out, this is for purchases. So for product history also, we are having this route applicable here. Middleware applicable here. So there is no need to add an extra like constructor with middleware here. And also you can't use this in latest Laravel. Check the documentation for more details. That should have fixed the problem. I will try loading the page once more. So let's go to my orders and it is working right now. See? So that's all. So now if you want to try Claude itself to fix it, it will take time. Okay, you can try giving that error message to Claude and ask it to like search online, check the official documentation, and it should like fix it. So that's it. Now that part is also completed. So let's see what Claude has done so far. You can see with the seeding, it has added the URLs. Okay. So still it is not working. Let's see if these URLs are working. And yes, these placeholders are working properly. So what is happening with our website? Let's see, try opening these. Okay, we are trying to store these images and we are expecting the path and not the full URL like this. Okay, so that we could fix right now. So you can go to the resources most probably here. And let's check the home. Here we are showing the product image like this. That is adding an extra storage from the assets. So that is the issue. So we could just simply remove this from here and it will work. Like not like that, sorry. You could just simply remove this much from here. Okay, and it will work. But let's ask Claude to fix it. Okay. You have to find the issue properly. Otherwise, Claude could like make the things worse. Maybe not for this issue, but eventually when you come across errors like these, I will recommend you to find the actual issue and tell Claude exactly the issue and it will fix it. Okay. Let's key this one. We are using URLs and the view is using assets storage. So that's it, plus URL. Fix it. And that should fix it. And most probably it will fix in home. Let's see if it fixes all other views as well. So here you can see the view home is fixed here. First they checked it and fixed it. Now you can see it is detecting the show blade and other views and it is fixing that as well. That's why I told you to use Claude itself. So it will fix all the views that is using the image URL properly. So I think that's it. Just 2 views was using the images. I think there is no more. Maybe order history. Okay, that's all. So now it should be working properly. You can try refreshing the page and you can see everything is working. See? Okay, the placeholders are working. I think the pagination is not working or the pagination is higher. The numbers are high. So let's check that out later. So now everything is working right now. Okay. Now the thing is to like design this page. Okay, properly. It looks like a proper and working e-commerce application. So right now everything should be working. Even the buy now button should be working. Okay, we got the same error. That is this one. The middleware. Yes, that the same error. So that we could fix. When we get back to the ID, we could fix that. So that's it. So everything is working except that middleware. So let's go back and fix that first of all. So for that, you can go to the APIs here. And for webhook, we shouldn't have an auth because Stripe should be able to send their data without any issues. Okay. So for that, we are using this Stripe webhook key. So that is the use of this webhook secret. And then we verify the request handle. Okay, then we execute these. Okay, so that is fine. So for webhook, it shouldn't have the auth. That's what this one does. So if you're using like Laravel 10, this should probably work without any problem. It will work. So since we are using the latest Laravel, just remove it and make sure that auth is added on the, let's say here. Okay, so everything that requires auth, make sure that it is added here. Product list, homepage, auth is not needed. Checkout, auth is needed. And purchase history, auth is needed. I think we are covering everything that needs auth. Okay, so that should fix it. Let's check out later. If we need anything, we could fix it later on. Okay, so this should fix that buy now button issue. So let's click on view details and now click on buy now. And this should take us to the Stripe. And that's it. See, we are on the Stripe page. If you try to make a purchase, you might not get a proper result because we are not hosted. First of all, host and check it out. Okay, we are coming back to error page. So you could be redirected back to the success page. So let's do a trial payment and check it out. There is no harm in that. So just come here and come here. You will be redirected back to the localhost website. So if there is no like specific issue with that, it should work properly. No problem. And here, let's give any year that is like a year than current year. That is something. Okay. And give something. This is a test card. Okay. You can use that on Sandbox and give any name. That is totally fine. And address, is that needed? Okay, it is needed. So let's give something. So that should make the payment and show a success screen. Okay, so that's it. So it redirected back to the localhost, which we are passing when we are initiating the payment. Okay, when we are initiating the payment, we'll be having this as the success, and the earlier page that you saw for the error, that one should be for the error. So that's what's happening here. And we could verify with this session ID if the payment is actually success or not here in the page. But you should do the check on the webhook. That is very important. Okay, so that's working. Everything is working right now. So only thing that we need to do is to update our UI. So now, first of all, you can check the pagination thing. You can see the pagination is to 12. That's why we didn't show the pagination active. Let's set it to, I think we were having 4 cards. Let's see whether we were having 4 cards. Okay, we were having 4 cards. So, so let's set it like 8. Okay, 8 is fine. So we'll be having 2 rows and then the pagination. You can do anything you want. You can check the UI and according to your need, you can set it. Okay. And now for the UI update, you could either use Claude itself or any other AI agent because UI is not that big of a deal. So I'm using JetBrains. So I have this Junie and this will do that update right now. So for this UI stuffs, you could easily use this one without any problem. So let's first of all update our home page. So select the home, and this part is totally like you could do anyway. Okay, you can launch your Claude, and you could simply type in Claude to update your home page, or like just ask Claude to improve the total UI properly and make it professional. That will also work, and you can also use these any tool like Codex, Gemini, or anything will work. If you want to stick with Claude, let's stick with Claude. Claude uses a lot more like tokens, so that's why I just shifted to Junie. Okay, so let's terminate. Okay, this one is running. Okay, let's stick with Claude itself, and let's ask, I want to make the UI well polished and minimal. If you don't add minimal and clean, Claude will always overdo it. That's why I just added clean and minimal. So that's it. Make it responsive. If you want it responsive, add it as well. Okay, let's proceed. So this totally depends on Claude. How if you like give more inputs, like if you want a certain kind of a look or kind of a thing, you can describe it. As much as you give the input, like describe it properly, you'll get better results. And if you over describe it without even a proper structure, you might get a weird output as well. So your prompt depends the output. You can see Claude is changing the UI. Let's while it was changing, I just checked out the web page, and you can see some changes had happened. You can change the UI. I will not be like doing the UI a lot. You can focus on it. The thing that I was here to say was this one. Okay, this navigation. So you can see this navigation looks totally messed up and that doesn't align properly. So that is because you can come back to the IDE. You can simply open this provider app service provider, and here on the boot, you can simply give you can type paginator use bootstrap 5. Okay, this one. Okay, so add this to the boot, and it should fix that paginator issue. Let's refresh the page and see that is just fixed. Okay, you can publish this view part of the pagination, and you can edit that as well. That is also possible. Right now we are not going to do it, so that's it. Now let's check what Claude has done so far. I think the UI theme it is going for is not ideal, because the base theme that we set was not our best one. You can ask Claude to completely change the UI and make sure it is proper. So right now I will not be like overdoing the UI part. You can check that one. So let's check Claude, and it has completed the UI changes. So as I told, as we simply gave this prompt, I want to change, and that's why it just improved the current UI, and that's what happened. So if you want a completely total different UI, okay, you should ask Claude properly, and you will get results. Okay, so this is also fine. I'm just a little bit too zoomed in. That's why things are looking too big for you. So just zoom out, and you can see the UI is not too bad, but you could get a better result. That was I was trying to say. You could get a way better results than this. So right now it is fine. You can see everything is working. We haven't tested the webhook part yet. Okay, so for that we have to deploy this first of all. So if you need something else like an admin dashboard to upload these content and all, you will have to create a route for that, set a custom middleware, and check user type. You will have to add a user type as well, check if it is admin or not, and then you will have to set the middleware. You could just give the exact prompt like that. Okay, you could ask Claude to set a user type on the model. If you want to do it in a like simpler way, you can do this in multiple ways. Okay, just ask Claude to like set a middleware with checking if the user type is admin or not. You can add a migration file first of all to modify the user table and add the user type. I think right now it is not there. No. Okay. Right now user type is not there. So you can add an alter migration file here, and it will add it properly. Claude could do all these. You just have to give the proper prompt, and you could say to use that middleware on the routes, and use maybe if you want to like it's basic CRUD operations. So Claude could easily do that. That is not going to be a problem. So simply give those prompts, and your admin dashboard should be ready. When you're doing admin dashboard, you only need login for that. You could either use a different login, or you can use the same login. Check, you will have to change the login for that. Simply check if the user type is that, and you can anyway you are having this middleware. As long as you are having the middleware properly set, the users will not be able to access that route. So make sure that the part where your middleware is doing the authentication, make sure it is proper. And that should be it. We will not be like doing the admin dashboard right now because the video will go much longer. If you want part two, I don't think that is also required because you just have to give a prompt if you're using these agent tools. Because CRUD operations you could do easily without much effort. Make sure that you shouldn't go blind and do changes like this. Okay, right now I didn't even validate what changes Claude made. I just simply gave it the prompt. Since this is a short and like a project that almost everybody does and it is out there everywhere, so that's why we got like a perfect result without any problems. If you are doing any complex projects, make sure you validate the changes. Don't just accept all the changes like this because it could make errors and you will not identify it. So I will recommend you to use this mode and accept each changes so that you could have a view of what Claude is doing. So that will be a better. Okay. Now that is that. Now we could try deploying this. So in order to deploy this, we'll be using Cloudways. I have logged into my Cloudways account. If you don't have an account, simply go to cloudways.com and you can create an account. You will get an extra discount using the link on the description. You can also use the promo code CODESEASY and you will get an extra discount on your purchases. Once you are inside your account, you can simply come here and let's go to the servers and let's launch our new server. Let's click on Laravel and you can give the name for your application and server. If you don't have a project, simply create it. You can go with Lightning Stack. It will have Nginx and that is totally fine. As long as your project doesn't need anything for Apache, you can stick with Nginx. And we'll be using DigitalOcean. You can select anything from here. And this one, since we are testing, you can set it to 2 GB. That is fine. And you can go with CPU optimized if you're having like heavier load. So make sure you go with CPU optimized if you're having a heavy load. Let's now stick with this one and you can select the location. Make sure you select the location and anything nearer to your primary audience space and click on launch now. So this will set up our server with the Laravel 10. So the server will be ready for Laravel 10 only. We are using Laravel 12. So after the setup is done, we will be like setting this up for Laravel 12, which is quick and easy. You just have to bump up the PHP version from the settings and you can simply upload the projects and you're good to go. So once the server is ready, you can go inside and you can see these SSH details. So we have to upload the code file as a zip first of all. I will show you the application and we are having a Laravel 10 default application here. And you'll get a preview URL or a subdomain URL here like this. You can see that here. Okay. So you can change the domain here. Simply add your domain here and point the domain to the IP address that is shown here. And it will just work. That's all. So you will also get a free SSL. You can enable it here. Okay. So we'll not be doing that. I have a dedicated video on those. You can watch those. And so for now, we'll be using these URL that Cloudways is providing for testing. So we can give the webhook URL now. So simply copy this URL and you can give that on the Stripe dashboard. So come to Stripe and let's go to developer and API keys. You can go to webhook and here create an event. Here you can paste that URL and you have to give these path along with it. It will be API / and then this much. Before that, you can go to the webhook. Since this is done by Claude, you have to check which session it is using. You can see it is with checkout and session. Event type. Okay, event type. It is checkout.session.completed. So you have to enable this event. We are not listening to any other events, so just this one will work. You can add more events according to your need. Like if a payment fails, you can track that with a failed session.failed or like there'll be a session there. I will show you that on the Stripe part. Here you can add API / then paste that route. Okay. Make sure it is proper. Okay. This is the path. since you are adding it to APIs, there'll be always a prefix that is API. Okay. And as far as event description, you can give it anything. And select an event. You can come to checkout. And these are the checkout sessions that you have: payment failed, success completed, expired, all this. Okay. We are only listening to this one. Okay. So check this one and add event. Now that event is added. Okay. And now you can simply click on add endpoint. Now you'll get a webhook secret here. Okay. Signing secret. You can see that here. Okay. Click on this reveal and you'll get the secret. Copy it. And you can come back here on the env file. You can paste it here. Okay. So now you can concentrate on creating a zip file for this. So let's go to the folder. So this is the folder, and let's create a zip file. So when you create a zip file, you don't need this vendor folder. You can always install it on the server. So let's delete it. Delete the vendor folder, and then you can simply create a zip file for this. Now we have this ecommerce.zip file. Now we have to upload this to the server. Then you can come back to Cloudways, go to the server. You have to copy the IP address and the username. Password also, you will have to copy it. Let's copy it since you simply have to remember these, because we'll be using the Windows V to see the copied details. You simply have to copy this and paste it. I will show you. We'll be using SCP to copy the files to the server. So to check the folders, you can go to the applications here and go to the application and go to application settings and this one. Okay, so this is the folder name. So you can copy this one. So we can use the SCP command like this: SCP, the folder, the file, destination to the file to copy. So this is the zip file and this is the path. And then you can specify the username. This much is the username at, and then the IP address, then followed by the path to which you want to upload. So we don't know the path yet. So let's check the path. For that, let's come here and let's do SSH and let's paste the username that we just copied earlier at, and then the IP, that is this one, and hit enter. You can always go back to Cloudways dashboard and check the details there. And this is the password. I just copied it and hit enter. Okay. So that just logged you in. Now let's type ls and you can see applications. So that is the first folder name. You have to add it here. So let's add it here. Okay. Now you can do cd and paste it and enter, and ls. You can see another folder name. That is this one. You can also get this folder name from the Cloudways dashboard. So this is much easier. You can also change this folder name from the Cloudways dashboard. Okay. So this is the default one. And let's add the slash and paste it here. Add a slash. And we also have one more thing, that is, I will show you. cd and paste this one and ls this, and you can see public HTML. We can only upload to this folder. So let's keep that here. Okay, now this will upload our zip file to this folder. Before that, let's clear this public HTML. Inside this public HTML, you have all the current Laravel application, that is the Laravel 10 application running here. So for that, you can just use rm public HTML. And of course, it will not be removed because you don't have the permission. Okay. Okay. You have to use -r, and it will not be removed because you don't have the permission to remove it, because this is a managed hosting. But the content inside will be removed. So basically, what you have to do is to remove all the content inside this public HTML. That's all. So once that is done, if you go to this public HTML, you can see after uploading, I will show you. So let's hit enter here. That will ask you for the password. If you are getting the prompt for yes or no, you simply have to type yes there. If you're adding using this as command for the first time, you will get on this IP for the first time, you will get to add the fingerprint. You have to add it. Okay. And this is the password, and hit enter. That will copy the files. Wait for this. Okay, it is copied. And now we can go to CD, public HTML, and hit enter, and ls. You will only see this zip file. Earlier, there was a lot of files related to the Laravel 10. So now this only. Okay. So unzip, and then our file name. That's it. Now that is unzipped. Let's type ls. Okay. Okay. We should have unzipped to the root folder. Okay. Now we can move the files from this folder to the root directory. So just type mv. You can type e-commerce, then star, just here, ls, and you have to remove this e-commerce folder. So just rm -r commerce ls. You can also remove the zip file. So .zip. Okay, ls. So the project is properly uploaded now. So there are a few things that we need to change. That is the database details and the PHP version. I think we didn't update it. So for that, you can go to the server, and here on the settings and packages, you can go to packages, and here it is, the PHP version. Let's go with the PHP 8.3 and click on continue and wait for this to complete. By that time, I'm not sure if you could check this one. Okay, view credentials, that is working. Okay, so by that time, the server is getting updated. You can change this details on the .env file. Okay, so we have to change the database details. So let's copy these, and the password as well. You can copy that. Okay, so come back to the project, and right now changing it here is not going to update it on the server. I'm just doing it so that we could just easily copy paste it. Okay, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So we are just going to completely copy this. Okay, just completely copy this. Control A, Control C, and copy this fully. Okay, and here, first of all, let's check if .env is there. ls-a, we are not having the .env. Most probably we might have missed it during the copying. That's not a problem. We just need the .env file. So let's cat.env, and now you can paste all the content that you just copied and click on Control C. That's it. Now ls-a, and you can see .env added here. See, that's it. So you are good to go now. And we have to run the migrations. So PHP artisan migrate. First of all, we have to run the composer install since we don't uploaded the vendor folder. So composer install, and that will resolve the issues. And now we can run the PHP artisan migrate. That should work. Okay. So it migrated. Since we updated the .env file with the proper the database details, it is working properly. Okay, so now we are good to go. Before testing everything, let's type PHP artisan optimize clear, and also type optimize. Okay, now that's good. So now you can go back to the Cloudways dashboard, and here go to the applications. Our PHP version is updated by now. So let's try visiting the URL. Okay, now you can see our shop is showing up properly. Demo details that we uploaded is not there because it is gone. We just uploaded the fresh migration. So we can try to run the seeder. So like PHP artisan db seed. You can specify the class as well. Class equal to product. Okay, we have to check the class details. Let's just run the seed, check if it works. Okay, yeah. So this is the class name, product seed. Okay, This was created by Claude when we gave the prompt to create the seeding. Okay. So that is done. Now, if you refresh this page, you can see the demo products added properly. See, everything is working. So you have to log in to make the purchase. So we have to create a account. So let's come here and let's click on fill on some details here. And let's give the password. That is something like our login registration page is not that good. You can update the UI later on. So click on that and account is successfully created. Now, if you go to the product details, you can see the buy now with Stripe. See, everything is proper and you can see it is pretty neat. So click on you can add more quantity if you want, and you can proceed on buy now. And you can see the price got updated according to the quantity. You can see that here. Okay. So now we can test with our payment. So let's try something. Since this is in sandbox, you can use these credentials and 29. Just give any date which is higher than today's. That's all. A month and year. That's all. Okay. You just have to make sure that these pin codes exist. Okay. And click on pay. So this is a demo card. You can use it for testing on a sandbox account. Okay. Now payment is successful. Okay. So if you go to order history now, you can see that is getting registered. Now this should have worked using the webhook. So if you just go to Cloudways, you can go to the dashboard, access details, and here we are having launch database manager. And you can see the entry to the database there. Okay. So wait for it will launch the database manager now. Okay, now the database manager is launched, and let's go to the purchases and go to the select data, and you can see the value has been inserted. You can see all the details are properly inserted. Okay, so this should be working through the webhook. If you go to this one, you can see where is it? Okay, let's go to webhook and let's refresh this page. Okay, so this is a sandbox account. You can create a sandbox account easily. Okay, now you can see a new trigger happened. See this? And it is returning success. That means the webhook worked properly. That's it. So our webhook is also working fine and order completed. We haven't added any tracking details, etc. So you can add that and all with Claude later on. So that's it. So we have completed the development part and we have deployed it to Cloudways. Now, if you want to change the domain, you simply have to come here, add a new domain, point it to the IP address of the server, and it will work. If you want to add a SSL, you simply can add it here. It's free and it will automatically renew. And that's it. It is quick and easy. We have dedicated videos on this, describing and explaining it in detail. You can check it out. And if you have any cron jobs and all, you can add it here. And we also have this Cloudflare for extra Cloudflare enterprise features. You can enable it for these prices extra. It's an add-on. And you can also check out this deploy via Git. We also have another video in detail. So you can check that out. So that's all with this video. Hope you understand how to create and deploy an e-commerce application quickly. We used AI agents to quickly create e-commerce application, and we just deployed it to cloud account. And we used Cloudways to deploy the application. Thanks for Cloudways for sponsoring this video. You can check the link on the description and create your account there. You can also get a free trial up to 3 days, and you can use the coupon code CODECC to get extra discount on your purchases. Hope you find this video useful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more such videos.